Hey everyone, Chetna here from Me with a Pencil, and today we're going to be learning and continuing the flourishing series. So, last time we did A, B, C, and D, and this time I'm going to show you how to flourish in 6 different ways for letter E. So, let's get started. So for materials, like as always for this series, we'll be using a grid paper or any guideline paper that you have, or you can also even draw some guidelines on these sheets. So this is a grid paper, a smooth paper to work with the brush pen, and you can use any grid paper that you want or any square line paper. All right, and as always, I'll be using Pentel touch sign brush pen. You can use any other calligraphy pen or pointed pen to write or apply this similar kind of flourishing technique. So let's get started. Okay, so for the first one, we're going to start with a very simple one. All right, as I mentioned before in my previous series of another flourishes letters like A, B, and C and D. Always sketch out your letters and plan your letters well, and do the basic study well of each letter so that you get a good flow in the flourish as well. So here again, entry stroke, and then we'll start from here. And a very simple flourish. Okay, something like this. Now for the second one, I'm gonna do something again very simple. Very basic letter form. Entry. Okay, we're just gonna take this up and a curve down here. All right, and then the third one, what I'm gonna do is again a very basic letter E formation. Something on this end itself, but I'm gonna add a little loop in here. All right, so something like this. So whenever you plan flourish with the pencil, so it's not always necessary that the curve will look similar when your hand flows with the pen. So make sure that you concentrate how your hand flows and getting the graceful lines other than just following the lines. Sometimes maybe doing with the pen, your strokes might get stuck in between because you're following the pencil lines. Just do not follow, just keep in mind that your flourish has to look something similar. And then second, and then third. So this is third one. The flourish looks like this. All right, so see, as you can see over here, my flourish is not as similar, I mean in shape. So basically the size of the flourish is a little bigger because my hand flowed in that direction. I didn't want it to stop or restrict my hand movement, so I just went with the flow. So do not just go over the pencil lines. Make sure you go smoothly and create graceful curves. Then the fourth one, we here gonna make something on this similar this thing. Third one. Entry. Okay, so we're gonna take this. So we made it based on the second one. So we're just gonna extend this flourish over here. It's just the extension of this, and we add a little extra loop in here. Okay, so now the fifth one is where we're gonna add the entry curve as a flourish. Okay, so I'm gonna add this. Like this. So first I wanted to write this, and it depends that where which you would like to add first. Nice. And then we have the sixth one. So sixth one is a little on the side. So all this flourish went on the upper direction. Here we're going to add it on the side. So one, something like this. This here, it got a little flattened, this portion, but I think we can work on it with practice. So all of these are 6 different flourishes. Even a little loop or little curve in your flourish becomes a very different flourish, or gives a very different look to your letter. So let's look at the ovals in here. As always, flourishes are based on ovals, the oval shape inside the letter or the flourish. So here the first one is letter is itself in is an oval. So something like this. As you can see, it's creating a nice oval in here, and again here. So there's one oval here, and even this curve. Okay, so here it forms an oval, right? And then again over here, it's quite a big oval. We can see, like if you imagine a big oval in here. And then this loop, and any loop or even smaller loop inside the letter, always make sure that it has an oval shape and it doesn't look like circular or some other kind of shape. If you trace it, it should have an oval shape inside it. And even the ending of the stroke here, I didn't like my ending because it just ended abruptly. I would like it if I would have gone with the pen slowly, maybe I would have ended something like this. So it kind of formed an oval here. Alright, and then here as well, and like that. So that was third one. And for the fourth one, again similar to this, we have an oval here, okay, and an oval here. As you can see, this part has come along over here, so it is creating an oval shape. Alright, and then this curve, if we join back, it becomes like an oval. Same here, 1, so 2 and 3. So many ovals. Again, as I said earlier, I feel that this part has flattened a bit. Maybe you could have gone something like this, a little more down like this maybe, but I like it, like how the way it flows, and the flow is very nice in the flourish, so it's good. So you always have to extend the ending stroke of each letter to make the flourish. So here we form an oval, here we form an oval, and at the end as well, like this. So these are the 6 different ways of flourishing. Make sure to always remember. Imagine your ovals in the letters. So that was it, and this was so much fun. So we learned how to flourish letter E in 6 different ways. This was a very easy one to practice, and if you want to explore more, you can always explore and do different kinds of flourishes. You don't have to do the similar ones that we've done. So this, like, you can see as the basic, and then you can always try out your own variations of flourishes. So but remember one thing, that it always depends on the practice. So make sure to always practice your flourishes, practice your letter forms, and practice your calligraphy. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and if you like it, please do like, share and subscribe to our channel, and thank you for watching. See you next week.